today with Rob Bills, Managing Director of Emmerson Resources. Rob, thanks for your time.
Thanks very much, David.
Exciting times moving from exploration to development into production.
Very exciting for Emmerson. We've moved from burning money to actually getting some money into the bank. So yeah, it's been fantastic for us.
Shareholders and investors more broadly get concerned when a company goes into production because all of a sudden the risk profile lifts. How have you mitigated that?
Good, that's a very good question. It is very true. That is the highest risk part of the value chain. And what we've done is we've taken a gold royalty. So we take, for our Edna Beryl mine, 12% of the gold produced at the mint. So we're not exposed to any of the, the mining risk or the processing risks or costs. So it's a very straightforward and low risk sort of pathway to production for Emmerson.
So in essence, you own the tenements, someone else does all the work, you get paid at the end.
That's right. And look, it really is more than that as well, David, because the things we're mining in Tennant Creek, they're very high grade, they're very coarse gold. So when you drill them from the surface, it's really not indicative of what's down there. So what we've found with Edna Beryl is as we've started mining and going down, the ore body is getting more consistent. The grades it's still coarse gold. So, you can drill a hole and get a great result, drill another hole and get nothing. But the first 3,000 tonnes of ore out of Edna Beryl had a head grade of 30 grams per tonne. And I think that's a lot more indicative, statistically indicative, than just a single, a couple of drill holes.
How important is your partner to this project?
Very important, because our Territory Resources is our partner. They're a private group. Their business model is around building mills and then doing deals with companies of, they've got stranded assets. So that's their whole business model. So they don't need JORC resources. So they're prepared to just go out there on, based on a number of drill holes and samples and whatever, to just go in and get mining. So we've managed to compress the timeframes. As you know, typically, to go from exploration to mining is a, 4-year, you got to do your feasibility studies, get bankable, all that stuff. That's all just compressed. So they're just going to get in there and start mining.
And you're starting to be rewarded in the market, but importantly, other people are putting money in via placements at a premium.
Yeah, look, that's a great result. We did a placement, it was part of the joint venture deal. So our partner Territory put in $1 million at 10.35 cents. We've been trading before this conference at 7 cents, now we're up at about 8 cents. So look, I think they really see the value in it, because at the end of the day, they're the guys that are doing all the mine planning. They have to worry about the cash, all of those things. So I think they know that there's a lot of value in those mines in Tennant Creek. So that's why they're putting in the money at 10.35. They're not worried at all about that.
In terms of exploration, you're not just worried about the production asset, you've got some exploration to focus on as well?
We have. So what we've done in Tennant Creek is we've retained 100% of the northern project area as Emmerson, and we've just made a nice discovery there called Mauritania. We're drilling there right now. So that's going to be another high-grade gold sort of project, similar to Edna Beryl, hopefully. Also, we've got some assets in New South Wales, early stage exploration. And what we've done there is we've been using some exploration technology and techniques from the University of Tasmania. It's called sort of looking at the alteration and getting a bit smarter about how to vector into the porphyry coppers. And we've done that. We've done our first drill hole and we've hit copper. So we're all pretty happy. We haven't got the assays back yet, but look, first looks, it looks fantastic.
Looking forward, what should investors be focused on from Emmerson?
Look, there's going to be very solid news flow. As we've talked about, this royalty will continue to, royalty checks will continue to be paid. The idea there is that it self-funds our exploration. And obviously, exploration, we're very aggressive. We'll be drilling Tennant Creek, we're drilling there now. There'll be more drilling at Tennant Creek. Hopefully we'll move from just not having one mine producing a royalty check in Tennant Creek, but there's about 8 others. So once the mill gets built at Tennant Creek, then hopefully we'll have these, feeding into that a number of mines. In terms of New South Wales, we're very excited by these early stage results. So we're going to do a little bit more geophysics, and we can come back and drill again.
Rob, you've been involved with Emmerson for some time.
Yep.
You look pretty excited.
I am very excited. Look, I'd have to say this is probably the best Emmerson's ever looked, because we've got self-funding now for our exploration, and as you know, the risk in the capital markets of having to raise, dilute our shareholders, that's not a good scene. You don't want to go there. You can't predict what the capital markets are doing. So we've now got this self-funding model. And look, our exploration, is going really well. And as most of our shareholders know, the biggest value driver is always discovery. So now we've got the money to make it, and I reckon we're on the coattails of making a few.
Good production profile, great exploration upside, exciting times ahead. Rob, thanks for your time.
Thanks very much, David.